Hello, today I'm going to talk to you about the Aztec god Tonatiuh. The Aztecs believed that if you did not sacrifice people every day, then Tonatiuh, or the sun, would not move around the sky. Every year, they sacrificed 20,000 people to please their many gods. That's about 55 people a day, and they didn't just kill them. Sometimes they would take their beating hearts out and offer it to the gods. Other times they would sacrifice animals, and for humans they might just cut the person and not full out kill them. The ritual that the Aztec priests would do consisted of this. First, the priest's many apprentices pulled both legs and arms so that the sacrifice could not move. Next, the priest would yield a knife that cut out a hole in the chest that was large enough to fit his hand through. Then, he would yank out the heart with all his force, unattaching it from all its veins. The priest then showed the heart to Tonatiuh and put it in a basket. After that, they would kick the dead body of the sacrifice down the pyramid. Tonatiuh was one of their many gods because they were in the Sun era. Aztecs believed there were many eras that were drawn on the calendar stone. The Jaguar era, the Wind era, the Rain era, Water era, and finally, the era we are supposedly in, the Sun era. So they made sure they had lots of sacrifices to please him. You may think that with all the sacrifices the people would be petrified of Tonatiuh, but they were more fascinated by him. They would oftentimes study the sun to see when it comes up longer and when its cycles shorten. With that, they were able to make the calendar stone, which had the previous four eras and a face in the middle that represented our current era, the Sun era. Aztecs believed that when an era was surpassed, their current sun would be expelled from the sky and a new sun would come. So they believed that Tonatiuh was the new sun. The Aztecs believed that Tonatiuh was the king of Talin, or in English, heaven. Aztecs did not only sacrifice people to please the gods, but also did it to invoke fear into the enemies. The only people that were accepted into heaven or Talon were Aztec warriors that died on the battlefield and women dying giving childbirth. People believed that Tonatiuh was born every day at sunrise and died every day at sunset. The Aztecs believed that Tonatiuh lived off of the sacrifices made by the Aztecs. When he was born, he would make his long journey across the sky to his inevitable death at sunset. They were afraid that Tonatiuh would get annoyed with this, so they made sure to shower him with the gift of blood. He is known as the colorful disc in the middle of the calendar stone, clutching hearts in his eagle claws. In conclusion, Tonatiuh was the sun god of the fifth era. He was given sacrifices so he would move across the sky day by day. He was in the middle of the calendar stone representing the current era. He was the king of heaven and only let in people who died as an Aztec warrior on the battlefield or women who died during childbirth. Tonatiuh, by most people, would be considered merciless and evil, but by the Aztecs, he was considered a great god who had to face many hardships every day.